All right, well let's react to some news here, and this one is from Crypto Wendio. Maybe I can change the. Nope, not that.
SEC
I think we can
is
see it a
getting
little
sued.
bit. SEC is getting sued. And we actually have a lot of stuff to talk about here because it's not even just the SEC. First off, we have Gary Gensler giving a really, really cryptic message, and I think I probably have that somewhere too. I can pull up. And so we'll get to that. But right now, this is from Crypto Wendio shared this, and it's originally from Eleanor Tirrett, who I think she was on Fox Business News, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it says 18 U.S. states have filed to sue the SEC and its commissioners, accusing them of unconstitutional overreach and unfair persecution of the crypto industry under the leadership of agency chief Gary Gensler. And my reaction to that is, duh. What do you got to say? What do you got to say about that?
I mean, I was on Tony Edwards, I think, in Crypto Podcast, and we were talking about, Gary Gensler's, of course, this is before he actually dropped that cryptic message about him, in service and how he's, glad for what he did and all these things, pretty much like highlighting that he's going to be stepping down soon. But obviously it's a win. It's a huge win for crypto. It's a huge win for everybody, especially if you're in Algorand and some of these other ones that he literally called securities, even though he shilled them at MIT and all the other stuff. I mean, it's a good thing to see him taking his exit. And hopefully Trump makes a better decision, because Trump obviously is the guy who put Gary Gensler, and got him in. And everybody was bullish on him getting the position at the start. And that was just because he knew so much about crypto. Everybody thought, oh my gosh, this guy knows everything about blockchain. He teaches it, like, he understands it. He's going to be a good win. And that obviously just did not happen. He kind of, maybe he was bought out. You can say whatever you want, but, don't let the door hit you on the way out, Gary. But everyone was rooting for the next person to take the helm and hopefully do some bullish things. I mean, I saw also some rumors today in the news about Trump saying that, like, any crypto company who builds in the United States, there won't be taxes on the tokens that they launch and use. That's a mega bullish. I mean, that could literally start to really be the adoption for the United States to kind of take back the helm and become this tech leader like we've been in the past. So it's great. Obviously, I hope he gets sued. I hope it comes to light, all the dirty things he's probably done. 100%. I know some people are saying he also wants to get out, possibly because of his hand in Nvidia, and that there's another stock that apparently had some weird accounting stuff going on, and maybe he was intertwined with that. So he's a scumbag. I mean, everybody knows it. That's the thing. It's like, but will he actually get reprimanded for what he's done? Yet to be seen. But even if him getting out is a win for crypto.
Totally. And not just what he did too, but I want to go back to what he didn't do, because remember, FTX happened under his watch.
Yeah.
So this guy who's like giving Wells notices to companies like Coinbase, which seem to be trying to follow the rules and do everything by the books. And you can debate whether they did that or not, but I think they were at least attempting to. They were asking for rule clarifications. And then you have Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX, who got no scrutiny because apparently they were funding the correct politicians. And so secretly he was funding all of them, which is pretty smart. I mean, that's usually what you do to cover all your bases. I do want to show, this was the press release where he talked about it, although it's the main thing is, he said, I've been proud to serve with my colleagues at the SEC who day in, day out work to protect American families on the highways of finance, which sounds like, it's not a definitive, I'm stepping down, but it sounds like setting the table for that to happen.
Yeah. And he knows it. I mean, obviously if you've watched Trump said he's going to fire him day one. So I'm sure he wants to get ahead of it and probably try to leave on his own terms. He probably doesn't want Trump to fire him. He probably wants to step down and just, go and do his own thing. But like I said, he's corrupt. He probably knows that if he stays in there too long and tries to stay in there, that, more bad things that he's done could actually come to light and he could maybe get in worse trouble. I have no idea, but I just know that he's not really done anything to protect American investors. If anything, he's just done everything to protect his own interests, which, just sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how the laundry comes out of the wash, so to speak, once Trump is in office. And I think you were talking about, I don't know if it was the FTC and the SEC, if there were, I think Elon, it might have been Elon or Vivek who were questioning why you need two of those. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Doge plays out and how the Doge bulldozes through some of this stuff.
Yeah, Elon is obviously he's a very interesting guy. So knowing how bullish he is on crypto and involved he is with crypto and getting involved with the government as well. I mean, I know a lot of people don't want to see him in, in the government side of things, especially knowing how, he's obviously run so many big, large businesses. But I don't know. Needless to say, I think he's a smart guy, and I think even his takeover of X or Twitter, I think shows that he can get things done and can handle business. And we'll see how this Doge Department of Government Efficiency platform kind of takes wings.
Yeah, I kind of get a kick out of the I think of Elon as sort of like a trickster character sometimes, where he's obviously very smart, but he also likes to be kind of goofy. And yeah, sometimes his emotional intelligence isn't the best. I watched his interview with Don Lemon, and while I'm not a fan of Don Lemon, and I thought they were pretty easy questions that he should have been able to answer, and I found that sort of strange. But yeah, overall, I think he's done a great job at Twitter, and going to the efficiency aspect. He cut out supposedly like 80% of the staff, and it seems to be running fine. I would guess that they probably added some people back in. They probably, cut a little. My guess is they probably cut a little too far and then walked it back a little, but they're probably still operating with far fewer employees than in the old days.
Yeah, and it's also funny. I saw a post. I'm pretty sure Elon tweeted out or like quoted it or something. But some department that was already working within the government said that if Trump elected so and so to run certain cabinet, that they would that all the employees would shut down and leave. And he quoted and said that was easy. So it's like he's already like, hey, they're going to do my job for me and just leave before I even have to fire them. So.
Yeah, it's funny. There were like 2 or 3 of those that have popped up, and every time that's really funny because my joke response to that has been like, Eli's like, well, that was easy.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know he had actually said that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, well, the other thing, obviously, I know you've probably got your beat on the Algorand community a little bit deeper than I have, because I've been watching Base and Warpcast, Farcaster so much the past couple months, and really all of 2024. But whose idea was this? The Algorand can. That was I've been seeing that image circle around. Do you know whose idea that was? Was that Jaw, or was that the new marketing guy? What's the whole deal with that?
You know what? I actually don't know who first came up with that, but I saw it the first time I saw it was a Foundation post. So I don't know if it was, I don't know if they started it, but it was the first I came across it was the Foundation posted this can thing. So that seems to